So today we're going to be talking about when love becomes obsession, or how I or what I think it personally is, or how it works. Of course, I got it from the movie Obsession. Great movie, a good watch. Really unnerving at times, though. So I think obsession is when love is taken to its furthest extent times infinity, because as it ranges, you know, you got your obsessed person that's always talking about someone or watching what they do, whether that's parasocially or in person or through text or whatever. And then you got stalker, which is like, I feel like the highest tier. And I high key think, no, not think, there was a stalker, which we could see him literally stalking her socials, and bro was obsessed with her, which is why that wish truly truly ended up the way it ended. And then I think the reason it reacted, like the wish and the magic would have reacted in that way, is because that's what he thinks love is. That following around puppy dog with whatever, ready for whatever thing to him, because he was obsessed with her, and that's what he thought love was, which is it is not. That is not love. That is some weird funhouse mirror way to see love, you know. Because if he really loved her, I feel like it would have been reflected in that wish, you know. Because you can see even with the wish, when he left, she froze and like just didn't function when he wasn't there, which is insane to think about. Because why would the wish even react like that? When bro asked for $1 billion, give him $1 billion, because that's what he wanted. So did you really want Nikki to be like some type of robot? Or maybe I'm just chatting. Anyway, you know, that to, obsession. I feel like we all had that friend or that person in our lives, and we see the way they change and contort their body and their mind to to love someone. You know, we all know a bird in a way that they do literal mental gymnastics to to keep this idea of this person alive in their head that does not exist. Your partner, whether it is a male or a female, or man or woman, whatever pronouns you want to use, they are not that. They are not that loving, amazing other that you think they are. It's like, how much evidence do you need in front of your face for you to leave? How much evidence in your face do you need to stop? You know, it's depressing to think about, because it's like, whoa, even after the cheating scandals, even after the verbal abuse, even after, you know, all that negative stuff, you're still with them, still in love. You're as obsessed. You've been obsessed with this man since elementary school, in this specific case I'm talking about. But, people really do get obsessed with people, and it's unhealthy. You shouldn't even have a crush on someone for that long. It's weird. Anyway, I was gonna pivot off of that. If you if you honestly feel like you need another person to be complete, if you're that lonely like Bear, if you're that lonely that you are just itching and obsessed with having someone, you need to be by yourself. You need to figure that out. You shouldn't need anybody. You know, it's okay to be alone. Some of you niggas need to be alone. Shit. You gotta do some inner work before you can really be with someone. when you're a person like that, when you're a person that lonely and that obsessive. And like I said, the way people change themselves to fit someone else is it's weird. Even if they don't change themselves, the way I've seen people be obsessed with their partner, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, it's just weird. Why are you doing all that? You don't even talk like that. Cause you want to phone, bro, your voice is not that deep. Homegirl, your voice is not that high. Who even is that? You know? And it starts with the little things, and then it expands to big things about like changing the way you talk and dress and act, and before you know it, you're a different person. Sometimes it's for better, and sometimes it's for worse. You know, I think you should want to change yourself for yourself. You shouldn't want to change because someone else is telling you to. That's what I think. You know, and I've seen it, seen people change for their partner, whether that's good or bad. But I think what obsession was really trying to say is that love can be used to manipulate you mentally and change who you are outwardly, you know? Because love is a very dangerous thing, you know? Or whatever someone thinks is love, because even I personally don't know what it is, you know? It can be showed in many ways or interpreted as many things, and it means something different to everyone you ask. Love is more like an umbrella term than just one thing. And the way you can weaponize it is insane. The way I've seen it be weaponized is insane. You can, if you can get into someone's head, you can make them love you enough for them to let you literally do anything. But then again, some people target vulnerable people and get in relationships with them so they can use them. You know, people people use each other. I think people always use each other in one way or another, whether or not that's symbiotic or parasitic is up to them. You know, when it's parasitic, obviously it's bad, but when it's symbiotic, that's how a relationship is supposed to be. You give, I give, we meet in the middle. You know, or I give a lot here, you give a little bit less there. You give a lot here, I give a little less there. You know, either way, it should be reciprocal. It shouldn't be just this tug of war, and you're tugging all the weight, and another person just kind of la la la. Look at the sky, like you know. Some people be trying too hard. Like you're doing a lot right now, and what are they doing? Not much, the bare minimum, and you're still going over the top. Still, I'm gonna need to work on that a little bit. And bouncing back to obsession, when I was on TikTok, there was too many people being like, "Oh my goodness, that's so real. That's so me." And I'm just like, "Whoa! If you can see that on screen and realize that is you, you might need to do a little bit of inner work because love should not make you get out of your body like that, out of character like that. That is not a good thing." But then again, some people just crazy. And we all a little crazy, but some motherfuckers is crazy. Key your car, pop your tires, break your windows, and that's on both sides. I've heard stories and seen it. Like, whoa, wowzers! Like, you think, yeah, I'm getting back. No, you're obsessed. Just because you hate them doesn't mean you're not obsessed with them. You need help. And then with Bear was overly overly obsessed with that girl, but I can't remember what it's called, but it's like textbook. You know, he was down, his grandma died. She came in and she cared for him, she helped him, and that affection that he received in that moment was something he's probably been looking for his entire life. And with something so traumatic as his grandma dying, that happening to him. But then again, at the same time, Bear had like no personality outside being a bitch. Bear was like a little, he's just a bitch with no personality. Like the way he dressed, the way he acted, things he did. Bro had no drive, no goals, no trip, no bitches. But he was a lame. Bro was a goofy, a goofball. And I think that was like, I feel like that was his biggest indicator that he was an incel. Like, bro didn't even do his hair. Bro had no fits. Bro didn't do his hair or nothing. He was just bland. Yeah, I think his worst moment in that entire movie was when Nikki woke up while the monster or the demon or wherever it was sleeping in her body, and she was like, "Kill me," and bro was like, "But so bad about being with me." What's so bad about being with you, nigga? I was just like, bro, this nigga, that's Bear's an evil motherfucker. Like that's OD evil. And then it took all that after her killing the cat and old girl getting you know what with the brick for him to be like, oh my goodness, I should get another one wish Willow and have somebody wish and fix this. Mind you, bro could have been did that. Bro could have been did that. Took bro too long to do that. But let's bounce back to what love can be used as a weapon. It can be used to heal. It can be used to do a lot of things. People did a lot of things for love. So I think obsession is about how love can be weaponized to change a person and cut out the bits that you don't like and replace them with the ones that you do. Because some people are a little bit more susceptible to it, and then others are very much willing to use it to hurt you. So y'all watch out. That person did not love you as much as they think, or you think. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all watch the movie, if you like it, if you don't. Let me know how you feel about my take, whether it was good, bad, mixed. Can't get everything right. So yeah, y'all let me know. Hey.